Let's set the Diopter and Parallax on the new Revic Acura RS25i. There's two different focuses on a rifle scope generally, anything over 10 power. You've got the Diopter focus and you have the Parallax. A lot of real small rifle scopes or older rifle scopes don't have a parallax adjustment, and some rifle scopes have a more permanent setting for the Diopter. On the RS25i, we've got a fast focus eyepiece, and we also have a parallax, and it does have some yardage calibration for you. So it's easy to kind of get close to the focus that you're looking for. Let's see if we can understand what these two focus knobs are doing, and then I'll give you a real quick method to get a good setup as you're preparing to take the first shot with your new Acura rifle scope. The Diopter focus is essentially a focus on your reticle, and the parallax can be considered a focus on your target. So when you're turning these knobs, it kind of helps to keep those two different functions straight. Because this reticle focus generally is set to your eye, and hopefully your eye doesn't change that much from shooting day to shooting day, once you set your reticle focus, you're set. You're not going to have to adjust it again. But every time you get on a new target and you have new light conditions, new distances, etc., you're going to have to set this parallax. So the parallax is the one you're going to use after this setup. To do a simple setup of the Diopter and the parallax, I want to set the reticle focus first. And I'm going to do that with my parallax setting at infinity. So I'm going to crank the parallax to 1000 or infinity. The calibration's right there pretty close. So I'm on that setting. Now, I like to shoot with my glasses off. So I'm going to focus with my glasses off. You want to aim the rifle safely, obviously, and empty. So we've already checked our chamber in here, and I'll throw that safety on. So aim it safely, and either blue sky, white clouds, a white wall in your house, or in this case, I'm going to take this brown dirt right in front of me, and find something that doesn't have any distinguishing characteristics. It's going to try to get your eye to focus, through the scope to the target. We want to be on the reticle. So now I get on the scope, and what I want to do is just bracket, and I'm going to go out of focus both directions. So you'll see it start to come in focus, and then it'll go out of focus. Then I'm going to come back and get it about where you like it. So I bracketed that twice, kind of find my way down into the focus. Now, if you sit there too long, your eye will compensate for any small out of focus. So your eye's sitting there trying to grab a better focus on the lens. So you just take a break, let your eye relax a little bit, and then get back in there and bracket one more time. This time just make some small adjustments both ways, and then find that optimum. Then I'm gonna look one more time to check and make sure that feels pretty good. Okay, I like that setting. So once this is set, I'm done. If you wanna do like a little cheat and throw a little paint marker kind of at the bottom so you've got a reference point so you don't have to go through that every time, that's pretty handy. On the parallax, I'm gonna give you the real quick, simple explanation for what's going on here. This parallax knob is connected to a set of lenses inside your scope between your erector assembly and your objective lenses. And when you turn this knob, it moves those lenses back and forth. And essentially what we're trying to do is, for the distance to the target, we're trying to bring that focal length to match where our reticle's at. The real hasty kind of entry-level version of what we're doing is we're focusing the target. So it's really easy to pick a target out at a distance. Let's say here's 400 yards, and I can just adjust that parallax or focus until that target's in focus. So with that target in focus, I am roughly ready to shoot. If we're trying to get the best groups out of our rifle, we're trying to shoot data, or we're trying to take a longer shot and we don't want to allow any errors, we have to do a second step on the parallax knob, and that is to adjust for zero parallax. And essentially that's just a fine tuning to make sure there's no errors from our eye position relative to the reticle and the target. We've got a great video on our YouTube channel. It's worth checking out. It's got some great graphics that really explain what parallax error is and help you identify it and do the fine-tuning adjustment required so that your shooting is perfect. This is a really common error for vertical point of impact shift. Okay, so we've told you how to adjust your diopter and your parallax. So in our next video, we're going to talk about the new Revic RH2 reticle, and we're going to cover the illumination function on this first focal plane rifle scope.